what's up, YouTube? It's Seraphim back at it again with another video. And today we're watching scary videos that still haunt the internet. It's 9 scary videos that still haunts the internet. I love my spooky stuff. I thought I had to bring it back this week because I have a lot of stuff that's dropping. Uh, it's some creepy stuff, but it's from Crypt TV. Uh, so yeah, let's get right into it.
Standing motionless outside was a dark figure, its shape barely human yet unmistakably real. Panicked, she reached for her phone and began recording, zooming in to get a clearer view. But the closer she looked, the more disturbing it became. Just beyond her neighbor's porch stood a tall shadow figure, its form completely black and unnaturally solid against the night. The darkness around it seemed to bend, almost as if it were absorbing the light. Moments later, her neighbor noticed it too and stepped outside to investigate. But after catching only a brief glimpse of the entity, he rushed back indoors, slamming the door behind him. That's when things took a terrifying turn. The shadowy figure suddenly appeared to move, its arms swinging wide as it began sprinting forward. Before Olivia could react, the footage cut off, leaving only static and fear. The next morning, she went outside, desperate for an explanation.
Okay guys, my neighbors aren't home, but as you can see, there's no Halloween decoration. So, it wasn't that.
There were no decorations, no props, and no footprints. Nothing to explain what she had seen. Whatever that supernatural presence was, it left behind no trace except the overwhelming sense that it was real. To this day, Olivia hopes she'll never lay eyes on that unexplained figure again, because once you've seen something like that, you can never truly unsee it. A man just moved into a new apartment, hoping for a fresh start. But things quickly took a darker turn. No matter how hard he tried, something about the place refused to let him feel at home. Soon, he discovered he wasn't truly alone at all. His new residence already seemed to have an unseen tenant, one that clearly wasn't willing to share its space. What followed made it clear. This was not just an ordinary home, but one hiding something haunting beneath its walls.
All right, let's investigate.
The banging wasn't just on one door either.
All right. I just want to let you guys know, like, I'm home alone. There's nobody here.
That's crazy. That's beyond crazy.
Whoa, okay.
This is why I say ghosts are real. The spiritual or the spirit realm is a real thing.
The sound that followed was unnervingly violent, relentless pounding.
It banged on the door violently. There's stuff that you cannot explain. You can't just like say, oh, well, I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in the spirit realm. You have to believe in it. There's evidence that something is like, so there's our side, and there's something after or is before our side that just is a thing. It's like a realm where a spirit can like lay. Like sometimes it's like with like I said, it happens with dolls. It has like dolls. There's just antique, like stuff, small stuff like that that just holds like energy. And I can't really say anything, or I can't really explain it, because I don't even know how to explain it myself. Like, this is crazy. So crazy. So crazy. It's hard for me to explain. It may sound like I'm speaking like a whole nother language if you are like listening to me. Just know, like, that shit is real, dog. It's real. Poltergeists, they're real. Never heard of a violent one? Actually, no. I heard the stories of a violent one, like that will like leave like scratch marks and do pushing or pulling. I heard of stories of that, but like that's like rare.
Echoing through the apartment. Yet each time he flung the door open, there was nothing there. No intruder, no shadow, just empty air. Moments like these instantly make people think of angry ghosts or paranormal activity. But let's take a closer look. He's alone, newly moved in, and clearly anxious. According to RSPK theory, recurrent spontaneous psychokinesis, his own stress and fear could be manifesting the disturbance, his emotions literally bouncing off the walls. Others believe it might be a residual haunting, a psychic imprint of some tragic event replaying itself like a ghostly memory embedded in the building. Of course, skeptics argue it could be staged, perhaps someone off-camera making the noise, or a cleverly edited soundtrack. But if the footage is genuine, this case is truly supernatural and deeply unsettling. So what's your take? A furious spirit, a haunting echo of the past, or a man unknowingly summoning chaos through his own mind?
Yes.
What do you think on this one?
Definitely.
Let me know in the comments down below.
Whoa, okay.
A woman owns a small cleaning business. She spent the day tidying up an old mansion whose former owners had warned her that every cat in the home had mysteriously died in the same room. While she worked, she kept noticing faint movements at the edge of her vision. Quick, darting shadows that didn't seem to belong to anything in the room. At one point, she saw a shadow figure glide across the wall, though nothing nearby could have cast it. She brushed it off, determined to finish the job, but something about that house lingered deep in her thoughts long after she left.
Oigan, ¿qué es eso ahí? No sé qué sea. ¿Escuchan? Se escucha como si golpearan la pared. Oigan, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué podrá ser? No sé si logran escuchar. Aquí ya me han apagado la luz anteriormente. Me da miedo pasar.
I don't get what's going on, like what she's reacting about. Like, all I hear is like a chain noise and something else. I don't even know what it is, but like, I don't get it.
Por el pasillo. ¿Escucharon? Flo. Ay, no. Ya me quiero ir, estoy esperando la ropa, ya me quiero ir. Se está escuchando muchísimos ruidos. Escucha que gritan. Oye, ¿qué será? Voy a poner la segunda parte. Se están escuchando muchísimas voces. Me tengo que ir.
That night, when she finally got home and tried to rest, the nightmares began. She dreamt of tiny paw prints appearing across her kitchen floor, leading into a narrow, decaying room where something small sat motionless beneath a locked window. Her friends insisted it was just her imagination, residual stress from the creepy mansion, but the next day would prove them wrong. Her following assignment took her to another house, one where the previous owner had tragically taken his own life. And as she wrapped up her cleaning, she noticed something that chilled her to the bone.
Si a donde te acabas de mudar te espantan, has vivido o estás viviendo en un apartamento, miren chicos, esos dedos también se mira como marca de dedos. Es increíble cómo va a ser esa marca ahí si ya limpiamos. Además se ve como que si se hubiera agarrado de allá arriba. Puedo creerlo. Es que ya aquí prácticamente ya se terminó. Nada más es recoger eso y vámonos. Ya vámonos, güey. ¿Escuchaste la puerta? Ya vámonos. Sí. Ahorita te ayudo ahí. Sí. ¿Escuchaste cómo se escuchó la puerta? Sí. Ya nada más nos falta terminar aquí para irnos. ¿Miraste la mano que se quedó en el refri? Está de arriba. Así que, sí, ahí arriba. Ponme un comentario si donde vives espantan. No, ya nos vamos a ir. O sabes que haya pasado algún crimen, algo malo, ponme un comentario.
A handprint, too small to belong to any adult, was clearly visible on the spotless surface she had just disinfected. Every inch had been scrubbed with bleach and steam, yet the print refused to fade. Those who watch her videos claim,
I think she's dragging it. I don't think that was like a handprint or like some type of ghostly encounter or residue. I think she just overthought it. Maybe it's like just a stain. It looked like smudges to me. It doesn't look like a handprint. It looks like just smudges. Like someone might have touched it, smudge, or just smudge. You know, something that doesn't clean right away. I don't believe that she's encountering a ghost or that's residue of a ghost. I don't believe that.
That her line of work exposes her to lingering paranormal energy, forcing her into places heavy with sorrow, death, and residual hauntings. Thankfully, she's learned a few spiritual methods of protection, and she swears she no longer worries about anything following her home again. A nurse named Nina works in a hospital wing that most staff members try to avoid whenever possible. It's gained a reputation for being haunted, particularly one room where the call light turns on by itself. Every time someone responds, they find the bed empty and the room completely still. Since the light can only be activated by pressing a button, the question becomes chillingly simple. Who or what is pressing it? Driven by curiosity and unease, Nina decided to set up her phone to record the room while she stepped away. What her camera captured left her completely speechless. The footage begins in total silence. No movement, no signs of life, until suddenly the hospital bed begins to shift. The head of the bed slowly rises on its own, inch by inch, with no one nearby to operate the controls. When Nina reviewed the video, she felt her heart race and goosebumps cover her arms. Later that night, she returned with a coworker to test it again. And just as before, the call light started flashing by itself, as if answering their presence.
Here, I'll plug it. Well, I guess it's plugged over here, but
With the countless spirits said to linger in hospitals, it's no surprise that some refuse to move on. And judging by what Nina's footage revealed, it seems this one is still trying to get comfortable in bed, a haunting reminder that not every patient truly leaves. A woman works in the night shift at a 911 dispatch center. Anyone who's ever spent late hours in a silent building knows how easily small sounds can start to feel unnerving. But what she experienced went far beyond creaking floors or flickering lights. Her quiet night took a terrifying turn, one that left her questioning if she was truly alone in that building. Here's the first clip she managed to capture.
So I'm just sitting at work, and I hear things fall in the lobby. Not sure. And the lights are off. They were on. Oh, and they're on now. All right, yeah, I'm gonna be done with that. Oh, nope, I'm done. I'm done. Oh, what was that?
Due to confidential information displayed on the walls, she had to place her camera facing downward. Still, these unexplained events had been unfolding for weeks before this recording. She reported hearing phones ring that weren't connected to any line, drawers sliding open on their own, and soft whispers calling her name when no one else was present. The haunting seemed to begin the very day her boss announced plans to relocate the center. Once viewers learned that detail, theories flooded in. Some believed that simply mentioning the move disturbed whatever spirit or ghost was bound to the building, something that didn't want to be left behind. Others speculated the paranormal energy could be tied to the tragic calls handled there, where moments of life and death might have left behind a supernatural imprint. Either way, she decided to document the strange occurrences to prove to her boss that this was more than just stress or exhaustion. And what she recorded next was even more disturbing.
So I'm at work again. Coulter's acting up as we're now referring to her. Maybe it's somebody. I don't know. Nobody should be here.
Wawa's $5 Big Breakfast Deal gets you any sizzly, any coffee, and a hash brown for $5. Gotta have a Wawa.
Nobody gives you a gold medal for finishing your taxes. But TaxAct does give you an email confirmation, which you can read while playing the national anthem. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
It's so hard to describe just the true, genuine gratitude that I have for GCU. Just watching.
Can't believe we're halfway through senior year. You know, I'm gonna go to college having never had a girlfriend.
Hey, what about Erin?
There's literally no one here.
After uploading her footage,
What is she
viewers
just
began
screaming
urging
for?
her to take the next step, to communicate.
Did anyone see did anyone see what she was screaming for? Like, I don't understand why she was screaming. Nothing popped up. Am I bugging? Yo, let me know down in the comments or something. Like, am I bugging? Did she just scream at nothing? I don't know.
Communicate directly with whatever was haunting the dispatch center. Maybe it was trying to send a message. Maybe it just wanted someone to acknowledge its presence. Curiosity and fear pushed her to do exactly that. What happened next is something she'll never forget. Take a look.
Okay, guys. I'm going to do what some of you suggested today and try to communicate with the spirit at work. This is just a proof that no one is here with me. I'm here by myself. I'm here. gonna try. Not once for yes and twice for no. Is there anyone here with me? Do you know who I am? Are you stuck here?
This is where the situation spiraled out of control. What occurred afterward left her trembling and seriously considering quitting her job that same night. Whatever was haunting that place seemed to grow stronger each time she engaged with it.
So, y'all have been following my Polter diaries here lately. So I'm pretty sure there's something standing in the doorway to the break room. Am I crazy, or is that somebody standing there? Do y'all see that?
When she finally saw movement in the shadows, her fear reached its breaking point. The online debate that followed was intense. Some viewers suggested that not all shadow figures are evil. Some might just be lost souls trapped between realms. Others believed it was a demonic entity feeding on her.
That is true. Lost souls. That is true. Lost souls trapped in a realm. Oh my God. I at first it just seemed like everything looked so fake. Like her scream was like she was screaming just to scream. That's how it was at first. But I don't know about this doorway entity. I mean, like, I want to believe it, but I'm having a hard time believing it.
Her fear and gaining power, the more she acknowledged it. A handful of skeptics claimed it was simply exhaustion from long shifts or stress-induced hallucinations. But then, how do you explain the terrifying footage she caught on camera? Her boss later stepped in, assuring her she'd never have to work a night shift alone again. But many suspect his concern wasn't only for her safety. Perhaps he wanted to see if the paranormal activity would continue with more witnesses. And when she eventually returned to work with company, the truth became undeniable.
Hey guys, this is just an update to let you all know that I'm okay. I'm back at work today, but I'm no longer working by myself. I have someone here with me. Everything's been fine so far. We haven't had anything today, so and here we go. What was that? What? It came from the hallway. Oh my God. No. Oh my God.
From that night on, there was no more denying what was happening. She wasn't just hearing things. She wasn't just imagining movement. Something real, something supernatural was inside that building. But since her last video was posted, there's been no word from her or any new updates. What happened after remains a complete mystery, leaving viewers to wonder whether the haunting ever truly ended, or if it simply followed her home. A woman named Melissa Indara had been tormented by strange noises echoing through her home. Every night, she heard unexplained sounds, doors creaking, footsteps in empty rooms, faint voices where no one stood. But one evening, while she was home completely alone, the paranormal activity reached a terrifying peak. Overcome with fear and curiosity, she grabbed her phone to start recording, and what she captured would convince her that something invisible and supernatural was living alongside her.
Estoy sola en la casa y se acaba de escuchar una puerta. O sea, como si abrieran una puerta. Específicamente la de la cocina, pero no hay nadie, solo estoy yo. Estaba aquí sentada viendo la novela y haciendo otras cosas. Y aquí está la Chloe y la Sushi. Y de este lado está el Coco y el Rufo, están ahí, acostados. Y la puerta de la cocina está cerrada. Esa puerta de ahí se acaba de escuchar de nuevo. Pero estoy sola. Vean, la Chloe está como pendiente porque yo no sé, ella ve fantasmas.
pero ella escucha de todo, o sea, suena algo y ella está pendiente. Se acaba de escuchar. No sé si ir en las películas de terror.
Why is she acting shocked? What just happened? Like, what is going on? I'm not hearing anything. I'm not even seeing anything. Right now it's just yapping. Not gonna lie.
Terror suena algo y como que...
Alright, now I hear you.
En las películas de terror cuando suena algo, tú dices que no vayan a ver, pero obviamente tienen que ir a ver, porque es su casa, no sé, o sea, ahorita como que le di otro sentido. Aparte está lloviendo, y ahorita se acabó de escuchar algo arriba y la puerta y una niña llorar al lado, pero al lado no vive ninguna niña. Y esto yo sí les he dicho en videos, que siempre en la casa de al lado suena, o sea, se escucha como una niña reírse y llorar, pero al lado no vive una niña. No hay niños al lado. Voy a ver lo de la cocina porque... Bueno, arriba no creo que... No, yo arriba no voy. Solo voy a ver lo de la cocina porque ahorita se escucha como... Voy a ver. Ahorita ya no se escucha nada, pero esta puerta está cerrada. Se está moviendo la puerta. Es que no hay nadie, o sea, puede ser un fantasma. Prefiero que sea un fantasma. No hay nada. La Chloe hasta se bajó. Arriba yo no voy porque arriba sí me da miedo. Pero la Chloe está viendo para allá.
Melissa begins recording, her voice trembling as she explains she's the only one inside the house. Moments later, she hears what sounds like a door opening, specifically the one leading to the kitchen, though she insists no one else is home. Even her pets react nervously, especially her dog, Chloe, who stares and growls at unseen corners of the room.
But the dog wasn't doing that at all. The dog didn't growl once throughout the whole recording. Didn't make a noise, didn't make a sound, didn't make anything. Didn't even walk. Didn't even walk next to her. It just sat on the bed. I literally saw the video.
As the camera rolls, faint noises can be heard, soft thuds, distant echoes, and what Melissa describes as the crying of a child, though she swears no children live next door. Determined to find answers, she walked...
Didn't even hear any children crying. Like, that whole video, I didn't hear anything like that. Now, I heard a thud. Not multiple thuds, not, like, a baby crying out for help. I didn't hear none of that. I don't know. This video might be... It might be fake, or maybe she wasn't exploring hard enough. I don't know.
Toward the kitchen, her heart pounding. When she reaches the door, it suddenly moves on its own, swaying as if pushed by an unseen force. Melissa confirms all the windows are shut. No wind, no drafts, leaving her face to face with what appears to be a genuine haunting.
Sola, o sea, literal, estaba totalmente sola. Arriba no había nadie, en este piso no había nadie, y abajo hay otro piso y tampoco había nadie. Y se movió la puerta de la cocina. Y lo peor es que no estaba ninguna ventana abierta, no había de algún lugar donde entre viento, nada. Y yo hice como en las películas de terror, o sea, fui a investigar porque estaba sola y es mejor ir a ver, o no sé. Y con esto les quiero contar que ayer me pasó algo porque salí al baño como a las 3 de la mañana y en el pasillo de la casa, les voy a enseñar. En este pasillo que es para salir del cuarto se ve directamente la sala, específicamente como que la ventana, esa parte de ahí. Y ayer que salí al baño, yo regresé a ver para allá porque sí da miedo y entonces yo regreso a ver. No pregunten por qué, si me da miedo regreso a ver, solo regresé a ver. Y la cosa es que había una silueta como de un señor parado en la ventana y tengo foto. O sea, esta vez sí no fui a investigar ni nada, estaban todos en mi casa, yo no fui porque literal era la silueta de un señor. Acá el otro día como que empezaron a sonar las cosas, pero acá era la silueta de alguien y no se movía para nada. Bueno, en realidad grabé. Vean ahí como una silueta de algo y si se ve como que una luz afuera es porque el farol no se apaga. Vean, aquí le tomé captura y se ve mejor, es una silueta de alguien ahí parado como que en la ventana. Eso sí no me acerqué a ver.
In a later upload, Melissa shares an even more chilling encounter that took place just the night.
Now she's exploring too much. She saw a man in the doorway. A man. First it was a child crying, she heard. Now she's seeing a man in the doorway, all black. He had a weird hairstyle too. Yeah.
Night before, she recounts waking around 3 a.m., heading to the bathroom, and spotting a dark silhouette standing motionless near the window. The figure looked like a man, tall, still, and silently watching the house. This time, she had the sense to take a photo instead of confronting it. The image clearly shows a large shadow figure fixed at the glass, its form far too distinct to dismiss as reflection or trick of light. After that night, Melissa admitted she could no longer ignore what was happening. She vowed never to stay alone again, convinced that something paranormal was growing bolder each night. Some believe she's being haunted by a restless spirit trying to communicate. Others fear it's something far darker, perhaps even demonic. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. The supernatural presence inside Melissa's home is far from finished with her. A man went to investigate at an old traveler's lodge, once a lively stop for weary guests, now left in complete ruin. The halls are filled with dust-covered furniture, broken fixtures, and a silence so heavy it feels alive. Yet there's something deeper, an unspoken paranormal energy lingering in the air, wrapping around him like static. Armed with only a camera and his curiosity, he steps further into the darkness. Each creaking floorboard and flickering light tightens the sense of dread until he enters one particular room, where the truly supernatural begins to reveal itself. Watch closely. The atmosphere inside this room is nothing short of haunting. Even through the screen, you can feel an icy tension, as if the air itself is aware of being watched. He decides to leave his camera behind, hoping it will record whatever paranormal presence may be lurking there. Hours drift by without anything unusual, until suddenly, something incredible happens. The camera captures movement that defies explanation. Look closely at the footage. You'll notice the chair cushions slowly press inward, as though an invisible force has just taken a seat. The moment leaves, he's stunned, confirming his eerie sense that this room holds something otherworldly. But what exactly is behind this unexplained activity? Could it be a lingering ghostly presence, or are we witnessing a force beyond human understanding? So far, no logical answer exists.
Well, that's it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. All this stuff, bro, ghosts, they're real. They're real. I'm gonna keep on saying it. I know, like, y'all hear me every single video talking about, like, oh my god, the ghost is real. We get it, Seraph, we get it. They're real, dog. Like, but I'm just saying, like, I gotta keep saying this because you can't explain how this, like, please explain to me how does this stuff happen. Like, we can even have a debate. I feel like that would be a good thing. Like, as a community, we can have a debate. About this stuff. Oh, it's fake. Why do you think it's fake? Because of this, that, and the third, and we just need facts. But the facts are right here. There's no way to you can't explain a couch cushion getting smushed from being sat in. Like, you can't explain that. So something's there. Something's pushing it. That's an invisible force that we don't know. But either way, if y'all like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I got more on the way, and I can't wait to drop it. Alright, I'll see y'all around in the next one.